But I just want to say thanks to Phoebe and Jen for organizing this. This is so cool. It's so great to have people from all over, and I'm so excited to take classes later today as well. It's 10 a.m. for me. I'm in Venice, California, and I have been teaching Pilates for about 20 plus years. Phoebe and I went to college together, so I was a professional dancer as well, and still dance, you know, as much as one can at this point. But I love the Pilates work, and I believe truly that it facilitates power and mobility in all your other facets. I feel like it saved my body with all my injuries from dancing as well. So I hope that you guys get a good workout. And please, 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 if you have any questions, I won't be checking the chat, but write it in there, or at the end, we'll have a little bit of moment you can ask any questions. Okay, so what I have with me as that we were talking about earlier, Amanda was asking, I have a small hand towel. I didn't organize this workout with any props because I didn't know what you guys had. So a small hand towel is great because it's a good prop for like your head. We can use it as a strap. So if you have that nearby, also if you don't have a hand towel, a t-shirt works, or if you do have a TheraBand, TheraBand's great, yeah. Or a yoga strap, anything that just gives you something to close the chain, that'll help a little bit. Okay, good, let's get going. So we're gonna start on our backs. We're gonna pull the knees in towards the chest, and we're gonna start with a little bit of a release for the spine. So as you breathe, I just want you to exhale and draw the knees up and in towards your back. And I just want you to gently rock from side to side, just kind of mobilizing and see how your back's feeling today. Doesn't need to be super extreme. You're just kind of massaging out the lumbar spine, breathing into the pelvis. And then from here, just to kind of get those hips warmed up, pull the right knee in, extend the left leg straight down onto the mat. So you're just gonna let that hip stretch. As your leg extends, just feel like you're pushing forward into the spring or the reformer, or just like through water, trying to create that resistance. Then you're gonna switch, the other leg draws in, extend that bottom leg out and just opening through the front of the hip. Just breathing into the hip flexor, let it release. Chest is open, arms are pulling, but you're not letting your neck or face get super tense, right? And we switch one more time, right knee pulls in. This time your hand's gonna come on, your left hand can come onto your right knee, open the arm out to the side, you can take a gentle twist, whatever you need. For me, I just want it to be more about my glute, so I'm not necessarily taking the leg over too far. Just really breathing into my butt muscle and my low spine. Exhale, come back up to the center with control. Nice, guys, switch to the other side. Good, so your left knee will pull in towards you, hug it in, your right hand comes to the knee, extend that right leg with energy, the leg comes across the body, and you're just breathing into the glute. And I like to have that nice knee pulling up towards my armpit a little bit more to help release into that glute. Breathe. Notice if your jaw is tight and just let that breath release. And then as you exhale, you're gonna come back up to center. And we're gonna draw both knees in towards your chest one last time. And the feet are gonna come flat onto the mat. So in the classical mat order, we don't normally start with bridge, but we're gonna start with it today to mobilize the spine. So your feet have 2 to 3 inches of space between them. Your arms are pressing down into the mat. I want you to actively connect your lats and your triceps. Slowly begin to inhale to scoop under with the pelvis and articulate those hips up towards the ceiling. As you come up, we're thinking of lengthening the pelvis forward towards the knees. So there's creating a space and almost a traction through that lumbar spine. So inhale there. As you exhale, you soften your throat, your shoulders, your rib cage rolling down your lumbar spine, your pelvis, and then your tailbone is the last thing to touch. Remember too, if you need another breath, just take another breath. Now reach your arms a little bit longer. Let's now create more action with those arms. So you're pressing slowly under with the hips. Begin to roll the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Feel those hips lift and lengthen. Pull the ribs in a little bit more in the front of the body. Take an inhale. As you exhale, soften the throat again. Feel your arms reach with energy because this powerhouse is starting to turn on. Good, and then the tailbone comes all the way down. Nice, you guys. One last time. Slowly under with the hips. Pressing strongly through the feet. Lifting on up. Good. Once again, imagine that your low back could grow away and you're not trying to come into the highest bridge. You're trying to create the most length. So inhale there. Feel your glutes. Feel your hamstrings turn on. Exhale, softening through. One vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Good. From here, we draw the knees into the chest. We're going to set ourselves up for the 100.
which is a breathing exercise and all about creating heat, internal heat through the body. So if you've never done it before, don't worry, it does feel ridiculous the first time, but then it gets easier. So from here, you're gonna start with your legs in tabletop. You're gonna extend your arms and legs forward. Your legs are gonna go as low as you can continue to hold the body connected. Now the arms are gonna begin to pump up and down as you breathe. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 4, 5, and inhale. Good, you guys. And exhale. Now, if you start to feel your back, you just take your legs higher up to the ceiling, or you bend your knees, whatever you need to do. And if you practice Pilates regularly, then your legs are lower, and we pump. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And exhale. And the good news is we only do 10 breaths. Inhale. Can you curl up a little bit higher? And exhale. Take the legs higher if you need to. Inhale. And exhale. Soften the throats. Again, inhale. And exhale, relax your jaws. Last 2, inhale, 9. And exhale, pump a little stronger, like a bird. Inhale, 10. Good, exhale, all the air, all the air, all the air. Draw the knees in, relax the heads back. Good, good, and you should start to feel like, oh, the heat's going now. So now, you're gonna go ahead and extend your legs straight out on the mat for roll up. If you have your towel or TheraBand nearby, you can use it. You're gonna open it to the lengthwise position so you have a little bit of feedback. Your hands are going to be about shoulder width or your yoga strap, that's fine too. So just make sure that you're pulling tautly out so your shoulders are engaged. Now, as we go into roll up, if you start to feel like your low back's pulling at all, soften the knees, modify accordingly. I'm taking you right into the advanced version. So if it doesn't feel good, you can back out of this and do a half roll up. So from here, the arms are going to reach overhead. You're reaching long. Now, as those arms reach overhead, it feels real good to drop them down to the floor, but I want you to hover them above the mat and connect your lats. So it's like you're wrapping your armpits around and forward so your serratus spires. Inner thighs are squeezing together, flex the feet. Inhale, the arms float to the ceiling. Exhale, begin to curl your head, neck, shoulders forward, one vertebrae at a time. As you come up and over, you're rounding the back, so you're not going into a flat back. You're lifting up to stretch the spine, and the crown of the head is making its way towards your knees. Inhale, you begin to roll back down from your pelvis. Feel like you're finding the sequential motion, shoulders out of those ears. Good, you guys, rolling all the way through, nice. And down, just be really kind to your back if you need to bend your knees. Again, inhale, the arms float up. Exhale, peel the spine off one vertebrae, then the next. Nice, everyone. And as you go up and over, feel like you have the cutest little puppy sitting on your lap as you lift to try not to smush the cute little puppy. Good. And then you're going to roll back down. Pull those abs back, right? So feel like your heels are reaching forward and away from you. Good, you guys. This is awesome. And extend. Again, inhale, floating up. Exhale. Curling forward. Now deepen through that curve. Pull the belly button back and try not to relax into it. Lift. So you're creating space in your spine as you go. Let the heads release in the forward bend. One last time, rounding under. Pulling back. And if you hear all this noise, it's my mat that's making lovely noise on the floor. So it's kind of like making little scooching noises. Yes, and all the way back. And again, inhale, lifting up. Now this time, as you exhale, we're going to curl right up to that halfway point. If you need to bend your knees here, do it. So we're in that scoop. So you're up, so your middle back is lifted off. Now from here, hold your core in strong. Inhale, the arms float to the ceiling. Exhale, they reach forward. Long necks. Inhale, lift. If you need to come up, good, Abigail, that's fine. Come up a little bit higher. Yep, and you can do the same thing up here. And lower. And again, 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Narrow through that waist and lower. Rotating your shoulder right in the socket. Last time, up. Good, and reach. Now from here, you continue forward, stretching over. You're gonna wrap your band, strap, TheraBand around the soles of the feet, and just give yourself a little stretch here. Let your heads release. As you take that stretch, just let the traction happen. Relax the back of the neck. Try to still create as much length as you can so you're not collapsing. And then release the strap, and you're gonna slowly begin to roll back down, all the way down onto your mat. Now, with your bands here, you guys really pull apart. Turn on the back of your shoulders as you go all the way down. And relax. Good. Now, from here, you can set your towel or strap down next to you. You're going to pull the right knee in towards the chest and you set up for single leg circles. So from here, we're looking for stability through the body. The top leg is going to move, but the bottom leg doesn't move at all. So you extend the right leg up, you can interlace your hands behind your leg, and you're going to flex the foot and point. We move with the breath. Flex and point. One more time. 3 times. Circle the ankle 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Reverse and 1 and 2 and 3. Now your leg stays up towards the ceiling. If you need to soften your knee for your hip or your quad, that's fine. Arms are going to go down by your sides. Now, lift the head up for a second. Make sure that your left leg is towards the center line of the body. And then lower back down. Now the top leg is going to make a half circle to the left. So it goes across the body. The leg circles down and back up to the center line. Good. So what I'm looking for is hip stability. Again, across, exhale, and lift. Who cares how big the circle is? Make it a little bit smaller in order to stabilize your pelvis. Now move from your breath. You go inhale across, exhale, and lift. And again, across, exhale, and lift. One more time this way. Across, exhale, and lift. Hold there at the top. Now we reverse the circle. The leg goes down. It goes across and up to the shoulder on the left side and back to center and stop. Inhale, down. Across, exhale. Can you move from those obliques? And again, down. Exhale, back and around. And again, use that breath. And exhale. Stabilize that bottom leg so it doesn't move. And again, last one. Exhale. And bend the knee in towards you, relax out that quad. So as we go to the second side, now put all of the attention onto the down leg. So switching left knee in, right leg out. So I want you to imagine that most of us are so tight in our quads and our hip flexors, but I want you to feel the front of that right hip open and try to ground through your hamstring on the right side. So now from here, the left leg extends, point through the foot, and flex 3 times, and point, and flex, and point. Good, circle the ankle 3 times, squaring off those hips as much as you can. Doesn't matter how straight the leg gets. And then reverse, and 2, and 3. Good, now you're reaching with energy through the toes. You don't have to have a dancer point, but just some nice energy. Arms come down by your sides. You have a slight turnout of the top leg. Hips are not going to move, focus on the right leg. Inhale, the leg goes across, exhale, and lift. Remember, you can bend your knee if you're feeling your hip pop or it doesn't feel good in your pelvis. And exhale and lift. Again, across to the right, exhale, down and lift. Good. Inhale, exhale and lift. Stabilize through those abs. And down, exhale and lift. As little movement as possible. One more. Exhale and lift. Now, from here we reverse. The leg goes down. Exhale, far to the right, up and around. And again, down, exhale. Press with those arms. Find that breath. And exhale. And again, 2 more. Exhale. Very nice, you guys. Don't move that right leg. And exhale, and bend the knee in towards you. Good. Now from here, you're going to keep a hold of that leg. Use it to help you curl forward, and you're going to bring yourself all the way up to sit. You're going to move your hips forward just a bit so that because we're going to be rolling back and I want your head to be on the mat. So rolling like a ball. So I always love teaching this exercise because when you first start Pilates, you're like, what is this? So we want you to really feel that it's meant, all the rolling series are meant to massage your spine out. Today, it might be just hoping that it happens, but all of you look super fit and active, so let's do this. So your hands are gonna grab onto your ankles. All right, you're gonna float those feet up. Now, ideally in this ball shape, we are curved, but I want you to feel like someone's got your rib cage and we're creating space in that middle back. So now, the breath is what initiates. Inhale, we roll back to our shoulders, lift the hips, exhale, we come up and we balance. And have a little fun with it, right? There's no need to make this super serious. And again, inhale, roll, exhale, and up. Yes, good. And I want you to find the spot at the top that you can balance. So try not to touch your feet, Vanessa. Yep, at the top. And again, back, exhale, up, find the balance, good. And again, 2 more. Back, good, exhale, use your abs. Nice, you guys. One more time. Inhale, back. Exhale. Hold at the top. Hold. Good. And set the feet down. Great. That was good. That was good. Okay, so just something. I'm not going to make you do it again. Don't worry. But make sure whenever you roll that your head doesn't touch because I don't want you to feel like your brain's going to hit the ground. So you try to keep your head up the whole time. All right, so now we move into the stomach series, getting a little bit warmer. Roll all the way down into your back. Pull the knees in towards you. And probably most of you have done variations of this in your life. So definitely just know that this is the classical way to do it. There's no right or wrong. All the variations are great. So Single leg stretch. You're going to pull the right knee in. The right hand goes to the outside of the leg, so you're pulling onto that ankle. Top hand, left hand goes onto the knee. Left leg is going to be at 45 degrees, so you have to really hold with your core. Double pulse the top knee in. 1, 2, change. 1, 2. Now here are the things. As we move through this series of 5, if your neck gets tired, you rest it down, and then you pick it back up when you're ready. And you pulse in. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now as your arms are pulling the knee in, feel your lats, feel your back, feel that your legs are energetically stretching away. Pilates is about working the entire body. We're not just working the core, we're working everything. Pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. One more set. And right and left. Good, bend the knees in, head goes back. Hi guys down there, Sandra, I see you, you joined, welcome. Good, now from here, hands go to the ankles, curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades. All right, double leg stretch. Today, we're gonna take the arms forward with you. Hi, this is my cat. I did not think she was gonna join us, so inhale, arms and legs extend, hold, exhale, draw the knees to come back in. Again, inhale, so you can do everything with your head down. If you need to, exhale and pulling in. And again, inhale, extend long, exhale, and drawing in. Again, inhale, can you breathe into the back line a little bit more? Exhale, and pull it in with the breath. Again, one more, inhale, curl up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Exhale, and relax, heads go back. Turn the head gently from side to side. Let your neck relax, and breathe. Good. And we set ourselves up for scissors. This is so crazy. She's actually been in here with me all week and when I've been teaching, but she's never bothered me, so excuse me while I go move her out. All right. So okay, that was your rest. Scissors, lying all the way down. Legs extend up towards the ceiling. We're gonna grab on with both hands behind the right leg. Left leg lowers to 45 degrees. We double pulse. 1, 2, change. 1, 2, good. Now as you get this nice stretch, feel the back line of the body lengthening, right? So we're still trying to lift the rib cage up and over. And again, reach. And again, pulse, 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 pulse. Now watch that bottom leg, right? So I want you to watch that the bottom leg doesn't drop out of the hip and kind of pull on your back. Reach up towards the ankle, good. Last one, and relax. Bend the knees in, heads go back, good. Nice, and the next one is double leg, lower leg, but we're gonna do a little variation with this one, which I love. So your hands are gonna go behind your head, elbows wide. I want you to feel that your hands at the base of your skull are going to help you to curl forward. So you're using your shoulder girdle to stretch your spine up. So your knees are gonna pull in towards you. For today's version, we're gonna flex the feet, and you're gonna be in this nice ball shape. Good. Exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. So you're really nice and high up off the shoulder blades. Now, inhale, the heels together are gonna lightly touch down to the mat, as close to your tush as possible. Exhale, use your pelvic floor to draw them back in. And again, inhale, you touch your heels down. And exhale, back in. Try not to move your pelvis at all. This is a rotation of the thigh bone. And we're exhaling from those low abs to pull back up. Good, see if you can curl up a little bit higher, right? So we're not falling back into the neck. Exhale, back up. And again, try to get those heels as close to your tush as possible because it's gonna change the way that you have to work your abs. Exhale, and relax, heads go back. Good, nice. From here, final one, we're almost there in the series of 5. You guys are doing great. Bend the knees in towards you, curl your head, neck, and shoulders forward. From here, we're gonna twist to the right knee, left leg extends out into crisscross. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Hold for 3, curl up higher, 2, 1. And again, and 3. Good, 2, 1. And again, twist. 3, 2, 1. And one more set. And 3, curl up higher, 2, 1. There we go, good. And twist, 2, 1. And relax. Excellent, you guys. Slide your legs straight down on the mat. Take your arms overhead. Feel that nice two-way stretch. Reaching your heels away, reaching your arms away, wiggling your hips if you need to. And then from here, we're gonna lift the arms, and you're gonna slowly, using your core, you're gonna peel your head, neck, and shoulders up. All the way, And you're gonna round your body all the way forward towards your toes. Good. From here, we're gonna set up for our spine stretch forward. So your hips are in the middle of your mat. Your heels can either be off your mat or on, as you prefer. If you know you have tight hamstrings, you can always sit up on something. Okay, so if you feel like you cannot get a straight spine, sit up as tall as you can, either on a yoga block, a pillow, a chair is fine as well. So arms today are gonna lift to the ceiling. We're gonna find this lift and feel like you're being suspended up and out of your hips. Now as you exhale, really flex the feet. You're gonna curl head, neck, shoulders forward towards the toes. But once again, we're not collapsing into a flat back. We're lifting and stretching the spine. Let your heads go. Inhale, stack the spine up. As you inhale, you're coming up against your imaginary wall behind you, growing taller, taller, taller. And again, exhale. And this is the true breath. It's done in one breath. So you exhale all of the air out. And then you inhale and you try to pull more oxygen up into your lungs. Beautiful, you guys, awesome. And again, exhale, curl, this looks great. Up and over, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then inhale, lifting, lifting, lifting. And can you feel the ribs connect in the front? Those of us who like to flare our ribs. And one more time, exhale, rounding forward, up and over. Pull those abs in, feel those legs stretch away from me, flex those feet. Stretching, 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 beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, all the way, and relax out with the arms. Good, that was good. Okay, so let's go right into saw. That looked really nice. Okay, so give me the same lift you just did when we add rotation, right? Because we wanna have even more suspension when we start adding torque to the spine. So inhale, spiral towards me or whatever side you want to, it doesn't matter. Exhale, the front arm is gonna saw off the edge of that front foot. So you saw, you exhale, 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 a little bit deeper. Inhale, you lift up nice and tall, still in the twist if you can, back to the center. And we go to the other side, here we go. Inhale, twist. Good, front arm goes towards that foot, you exhale, you curl your abs up a little bit more. Exhale, 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 and lifting up and back and around. Good, now here's your challenge. Twist the other way, don't move your hips. Exhale, round forward. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Try to connect your shoulders onto your back as you rotate. Better, and we go again. Exhale as you stretch forward. Exhale, 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 and back up. Now to the center, we're gonna move a little bit more with the breath. So it's inhale, and exhale, you stretch. Inhale, up and around, and exhale, and you pull those arms in opposition. Again, one more time. Inhale, lift, exhale, and stretch that oxygen out of you. Pump it out. Inhale, up and around, and exhale, and stretch. And then back to the center, and relax. Great, from here, that was good. We're gonna flip onto our stomachs. You can take your head whichever direction works in your space, and we set up for Swan. Okay, so for Swan, it's similar to Cobra, but the placement is usually a little bit different with the hands. So instead of bringing your hands by your rib cage down here, I want you to challenge yourself just for a variety. Bring them closer to your shoulders here so that you're a little bit wider than your shoulders, kind of across from your chest. And then I'm gonna have you bring your forehead down the mat so your nose and mouth have space. So your forehead will be resting all the way down. If your low back is healthy and happy, heels are together into your Pilates V, otherwise a little bit of space is fine. Okay, so listen to your back today. Now your shoulders are on your back, meaning your lats are connected, your elbows are hugging into the ribs. Inhale, begin to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. You are pressing with your hands. You're coming up into your arch, but I want you to not get into this position. Connect your core, feel the connection in the front of the body. Exhale as you lengthen forward and down. And I want you not to worry how big it is. Do try to get the stretch in your middle upper spine, but listen to your low back. So here we go again. Inhale, lengthen, hug your elbows in, pull your abs in, and watch that it doesn't go into your neck, right? Hug your elbows in, beautiful. See if the ribs can connect in the front of the body a little bit more as you exhale to come down. Good. And I love the concept of stretching the front of your spine, right? So inhale, lengthening the head, neck, and shoulders again. Shoulders connect onto the back, lifting on up. Feel the stretch. Imagine the energy of the back of your legs reaching away. Exhale and down. Beautiful. Sit back to child's pose and take a little stretch for a second.
Let your forehead release. Actively press with those arms and let your breath really fill in to your diaphragm. Good. Now, as you exhale, you're going to come back forward onto your stomachs, and we're setting up for single leg kick. So there's a lot of different placements of the arms. Today, you're going to have your knuckles pushing together, and they're going to be ahead of you. So your forearms are down the mat, and then your forehead is going to touch. So I want you to feel already that you're dynamically pressing your arms in, creating a circle of energy. As you're lying down and you're relaxing your neck for the moment, start to feel like your shoulders, your pecs, your arms, all of your arm muscles are working, legs are together. Inhale, begin to lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Now, what you'll figure out right away is you're not going to come up very high because your arms are connected. But I want you to lift your ribs. So can you lift your rib cage up? And then I want you to feel like you're doing an army crawl. So actively pull your heart forward to get that stretch. And you should feel like that's a lot of work. Good. And then exhale, lowering down. Good. So that is the shape we're going to hold for the actual exercise. Inhale, lifting on up again. Open through the collarbones. Feel like your heart is opening. Your ribs are up. Now, from here, your right heel kicks your butt twice. Kick, kick. Extend the leg. Other side. Kick, kick. And extend. Now, we're stretching the quad and engaging the hamstring and the glute. And I want you to try to not move your body at all. And it's hard. And again, kick, kick. And extend. Can you lift your core a little bit more? Push with those shoulders. And extend. Kick, kick. If you feel anything in your knees, back off the kick. And again, kick, kick. Lift the core. Try to imagine I could slide my hand underneath your belly button. There'd be space. Kick, kick. And last one, kick, kick. And relax. You guys push back. One last stretch. All the way. Let your back release. Kind of wiggle from side to side. Release your neck. And breathe. Good. Excellent. Now from there, you're going to come on up, and we're going to go into bridge with kicks. So we started with a little bridge to help kind of get the back warmed up, but now let's get those glutes firing even more. So you're going to come onto your back. Your feet have a little bit of space, once again, not too wide. Your arms are down by your sides. Take a nice big breath. As you exhale, you're going to slowly begin to articulate the spine up again, one vertebrae, then the next. The first one is just to kind of notice how much more open your back feels now. Take an inhale here. Make sure your knees are not going apart from each other. They're staying straight. And then as you exhale, begin to soften and roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Now, if you make sure your feet are underneath you so you feel like you can really stand on them, we're going to add the kicks. Please, 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 my people with low back issues, if you feel your SI get a little crazy, modify the range of motion or maybe don't do the single leg work. So inhale, rolling under again, lifting on up, all the way. Now from here, the right leg is going to slide forward and up. From here, with the right leg up, hips are square, you're going to lower the right leg down, exhale, kick, and down. Exhale, kick, down, and lift, and down. We're trying to keep those hips super stable. Two more, down, and kick, flexing down, pointing up. One more, down, and up. Then you're going to slide that foot back in. Hips are still lifted, core is still together, we're still up. Left leg does the same thing. It shoots forward, kick up, flex down, up, and down, and up, and down, and again, up, and down, again, breathe, down, up, and down. Two more. Press with those arms. Actively use the back of your legs. Slide the foot in. Take a breath. Exhale. Soften through the back. Soften through the spine as you roll all the way down. Nice, you guys. Okay, from here, roll onto one side. You're going to face towards me, and you're going to lie and set yourselves up for single leg kicks. So you're going to align your body with the back of the mat. You're going to bring your elbow, shoulder, and hip onto this line. Both feet will come forward to a 45-degree angle. If you're taller, it could be that your feet are coming off the mat a little bit. Now, what I love about this exercise is the rumors are, because you know there's so many rumors about Joseph Pilates and things that he said, but one of my teachers told me that he would always say to people in his studio that if you could only do one mat exercise to do side kicks, mainly because it works everything. You feel your shoulders, your core, it's unilateral work, so it's stability. So even though most people hate these series because it's a lot of work, enjoy it. It's good for us. Okay, so the thing is that the bottom leg, if you need to, can bend. Otherwise, it's straight. So do what you need to for your body. Top hand today is going to be across from the waist. Oh my gosh, that was Siri. Just talk to me. Okay, hang on. Sorry, that was weird. All right, so from here, you're going to go ahead and lift that top leg up just enough from the bottom. You're going to kick forward. So weird. Kick forward towards your nose. Kick, kick. Now you're going to point the toe and stretch behind to open that psoas. Good. And again to the front. Now, who cares how big it is, right? Move in the range of motion that works for you, stability. And again to the front. Kick, kick. Exhale and stretch. And again, now, doesn't this feel so awesome? I feel like with all this sitting and not being able to walk as much, you want anything to help mobilize that pelvis. And again, kick, kick to the front. Watch those shoulders as you go back. And again, kick, kick, exhale, and stretch. Now hold here. You're gonna take your top arm and twist into this nice little spiral. So I'm reaching towards the diagonal line and letting my rib cage kind of twist off the center to breathe into that stretch. Good. And then coming back to center, you're gonna bring your top leg above the bottom leg. Let's go and flex the foot today, top hand down. And we're gonna circle the leg around. 1 and 2 and 3. Belly's in. 4 and 5. Turn that leg out. 6, 7, good. And 8, reverse. 1 and 2 and 3. Core's in. 4 and 5, 6, excellent. 7 and 8, good. Heels touch. Point the toe. You're gonna lift to the ceiling. Flex the foot down. Now, I want you to watch that top hip, right? So it doesn't shift back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And again, create as much resistance on the down as you're feeling on the up. So don't let that leg just drop, right? Lift, exhale, lower. Lift your waistband that's on the mat a little bit more. 1 more. Up and down. Now, today we're actually gonna do bicycle because I'm finding this is really helping my clients out this week with their hips. So you're gonna take your leg forward. You're gonna bend the knee. You're gonna grab your hand onto your ankle just because this feels yummy. And you're gonna stretch the quad and the hip back. Now, as you're there, pull your abs in a little bit more to really stabilize. Extend the leg to the diagonal line. Hand comes down. Good. And we come again to the front. Bend the knee. Grabbing on just for the first 2, just to really stretch through that quadricep. Open those hips, pull your abs up, and extend the leg behind. Now we go again without holding on. Forward, bend, circle. Feel your butt work, right? Right there and around. Now we come to the front. We're going to reverse. We go back. Keep your knee where it is. Heel to the glutes. Try not to move your thigh bone at first. Hamstring curl. Bend the knee in and extend. And again, circling around. Heel to the butt. Pull those abs up. Knee comes forward and extend. And again, to the back. Heel to the glute. Keep your abs up, nice and supported, right? There we go. And forward and around, and your heels will come together. Good. From here, we're going to come up to sit. You're just going to quickly transition to the other side as gracefully as possible. Beautiful. Good. We lie down. Elbow, hand, and hip. Feet come forward off the front edge of the mat. You're going to feel that length through the back line. Now from here, lift up through the waist. Long, beautiful neck. And the other thing I want to say on this side is when you're sitting here, you want to actively press through the arms so that your neck is not torqued, right? And if you have to modify with your head down, no problem. So lift the top leg up. We kick towards your nose. Kick, kick. Point the toe and extend with energy. And again, 1, 2, and exhale. Feel that stretch. Should feel so good. And exhale, stretch. Good, and feel those obliques, right? They're helping you. Your transversus, your deepest part of your core, is helping to stabilize that spine. And again, kick, kick, watch those shoulders, right? They're stacked, right? One upon the other. And again, kick, kick, exhale, and stretch. 2 more times. Inhale, forward, and exhale, stretch. And again, to the front, kick, kick. On this one, exhale, stretch. Now your top arm is going to reach in opposition and let your ribcage really twist here to find that length. And breathe. Feel like someone's pulling your toe away from you. Good. And then coming back to the center. Your top foot is going to flex. We're rotating externally so your knee's pointing up. We circle 1 and 2 and 3. Long necks. 4. This is the moment when we all start to look at our feet. I always notice this in my mat classes, so I want you to pull your head straight forward, find your posture. and reverse. 1 and 2 and 3. Long necks. 4 and 5 and 6. Good. 7 and 8. Here we go. We kick to the ceiling. Lift up, flexing down. Good. Watch those hips. Inhale, lift, flexing down. And again, work in the range of motion that you can keep the best control. And again, up and down. 2 more times. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. Now from here, we take the leg forward for bicycle. We bend the knee, grab that ankle. Slowly start to open the thigh bone back and just breathe there for a second. See how this leg feels. Good. And I'm actively pulling my knee back and zipping up through my core. Then extend that leg nice and long to the diagonal. And we come forward again. Inhale, bend the knee. Last time, pulling on. Circle the leg. Good. Stretch and extend. Now we move into this without using your hand. Bend and circle and extend. Good. We kick all the way forward. Now we're going to reverse for 3. So we go back, heel to the glute. Try to hamstring curl there. Engage your core. Pull the knee forward and extend. And again, extend it back. Good. Heel to the glute. Pull those abs up, forward and extend. And we want to try to keep that leg parallel from the ground the whole time. Heel in. Last one, forward and back to the bottom leg. Good, you guys. Coming back up. All right, from here, we take a quick little stretch. You can sit cross-legged if that works for your knees. You can do ankle to knee if you prefer. And you're just going to round your body forward to release into those hips. Good. Yeah, whatever you need to get into those piriformis muscles. Good. Make sure that that feels okay for your hips and your back. Good, everyone. And just breathe. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and roll it on up. We're going to switch the cross. Other leg goes in front so we don't stick the other side. And once again, walking the hands forward, let your forehead relax. Just shake that head out and then send your breath into those hips, right? Good. And then slowly rolling up. Okay, now we're going to do teaser. So teaser is one of those exercises that is no one's favorite exercise. Okay, so I just need you to know that now. I've been doing this since I was 18 and I still, it's just one of those. Now, but that being said, we have to do it. And I want you to make sure to protect your back. So if you feel like you need to modify, that's fine. And I'll give you some modifications to start with. So we're going to sit nice and tall. Your fingertips are going to reach forward. You're going to slowly, we're starting from a seated position, which is not normal, but this is how we're going to start today. So you're going to exhale to roll back into that halfway scoop that we started with roll up. Now, your right leg is going to lift. You're going to keep a little knee bend here for the moment. You're going to hold your core in. You're going to float your other leg up. The heels are together. Notice you're still in that bent knee shape. Your right leg is going to touch. Your left leg is going to touch. And you're going to curl the abs forward and lifting up to a straight back. Good. And we go again, rounding under. We're going to start this time with the left leg. So your arms are active. Your left foot's going to lift, still in the scoop. Use your core to float your right leg up. Good. Nice, you guys, heels are together. Left leg down, right leg down. Awesome. Curling forward and lift. So let's just go right into it because that looks good. You're going to roll all the way down onto your backs. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. Now, this time when you curl forward, you're going to add your legs extending. So let's use the hands for the first one. So your hands around your hamstrings. Curl the head forward. As you breathe, you extend the legs and the body all the way up to your teaser. So your legs are extended and your fingertips are going to reach towards your toes. If this is like nope on your back, you hold on to your hands here, pull your abs in and modify in that position. Gorgeous. Inhale, begin to roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. Your knees are going to bend back in, your arms are going to go up and overhead. Good. Now we're going to add on. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, you begin to curl forward without hands. Try not to shoot those legs out. I know it's tempting. I know it is. And then from here, you're going to inhale to lift the arms up to the ceiling, or you keep holding on with your hands, reach forward. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Use those abs. Yes. And reach. 1 more. Inhale, lift, hold. Hold those arms up. Begin to roll back down. 1 vertebrae. Then the next. Then the next. Bending the knees in. And arms go overhead. Beautiful, you guys. We've got 1 more to go. Inhale, lifting up with the arms. Exhale. Once again, you can hold on with your hands if you need to. Exhale forward.
extending up. Good. From here, we're gonna add a little bit of the legs. So you're gonna touch the right toe down. Exhale, lift. Left foot touches. Exhale, lift. Pull those abs in. Imagine my hand is on the middle of your back, lifting your middle back up and touch in a curve. And lift, hold, extend the legs all the way. And rolling down one vertebrae with control. Legs can go straight if you want to, all the way. And relax. Good, you guys. From here, the best part is we go into swimming. So you roll right over onto your stomachs. Your arms are reaching away from your toes. Good, right onto your bellies, good. There we go. So arms are gonna extend nice and long. From here, inhale, you're gonna float your upper body and your lower body up, protecting your lumbar spine. We begin to kick and paddle. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 5, and exhale. Now you're stretching the front of the body and working the back. Inhale and exhale, long necks. And again, one more, inhale and exhale, all the air, all the air, all the air, and relax. Good, sit back to child's pose. Take a little stretch, good. And breathe. Let your breath and your heat kind of just calm down for a second. Let that forehead just relax onto the floor. And then you're gonna slowly roll up. Good, so because you guys look so good, let's actually go into side bend today. So you're gonna come to sit on your hip, whichever side you prefer. You're gonna bring your feet today. The top foot is gonna be in front of the bottom foot. So my feet are really strongly flexed. And here's the thing, with side bending, it is a side plank, but I want you to really feel like it's a stretch. Not that you're holding this horrible position forever and your shoulder's gonna like die. If you need to modify, the bottom knee will be bent, okay? So I can show you that modification. Top arm is out, so we're all gonna go together. Your bottom hand is pointing away from your pelvis, and you might have to play with where this is for you, right? Where the placement is. Now, you're already lifting, so I don't wanna see this with the shoulder. There we go. Inhale, you're gonna float up, and you're gonna take your arm overhead. Now, my feet are super strong into the floor. As you inhale, you're gonna lift your rib cage up to the ceiling to stretch. If you're modifying, your bottom knee is down and you're doing the same thing. As you exhale, you're gonna lower your arm, your legs are straight actually, and you're gonna keep those hips up. And again, inhale, lift. Up and over, good, breathing, nice. Exhale, you pull your rib cage, that's your bottom rib cage, towards your shoulder. And again, one more, inhale. Lift, breathe into that side. As you exhale, you're gonna lower, you're gonna bend your knees gracefully and come to sit. Good. So you're thinking of the rib cage is where the side bend is happening, even less so than the pelvis, okay? So swing the legs to the other side. Top foot's in front of you. Hand is reaching away from your pelvis. Good. Top arm reaches, think about the bottom rib cage already. So once again, you can bend your bottom knee if you need to, okay? So inhale, lifting on up. Take that arm overhead, breathe. Now, as you're here first, make sure your feet feel super stable. Squeeze your inner thighs together and lift your hips up and breathe into your ribs. Good. As you exhale, you shift to the top of your rib towards your shoulder without sinking. And then you press back up again. Use your obliques, lifting, good. Top arm doesn't go behind you though, right? It's in your frame. And again, lower. And again, we lift. Up and over, feel those ribs lift to the ceiling, breathe. And lower down, one more. And again, lifting up, long necks. Good, looking straight ahead. This time you get to lower all the way, bending the knees. Gracefully coming down. Good, you guys, that was great. Excellent, seal. Good, so final rolling one. This is good, we're almost there. So you're gonna bring your hands on the inside of your legs. I know it's weird, like this. Yes, and we bring the soles of the feet to touch. Now, if you have super flexible hips, try not to let your knees just fall apart because it's gonna be it's gonna be really hard to do this exercise if you give into that. So we float our feet up, and I want you to feel all 10 toes are pushing in towards each other. Now, have fun with this, don't take it too serious. We're clapping like a seal would clap their feet, or fins. We clap 3 times, 1, 2, 3, you roll back. You clap, 1, 2, 3, roll up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. 1, 2, 3, lift those hips when you roll. 2, 3, and again, those are done. 2, 3, and again, lift. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 1, 2, 3, yes. Good, roll, 1, 2, 3, last time. Up, 2, 3, and relax, good. Now, if I was totally mean, I'd have you to take this all the way to stand, which maybe I should. Let's try it, actually. Okay, so here, what's gonna happen is, because I was like, you all look good. So, my mat class hates this, just so you know. You're going to basically roll 1 and up, just like we just did, clap, clap, clap. On the second one, try for me. I can't do it, I'm still working on it. When you come up, you either plant your feet into Pilates V and come all the way up to stand. Imagine that was amazing. Or you're like me, you cross your feet to come all the way up to stand. Try it, it's gonna be amazing. Here we go. Just make sure you have enough room in front of you. So soles and feet together. We clap 3 times. 1, 2, 3, roll it back. 1, 2, 3, roll it up. 1, 2, 3, this last one. Roll it back, 2, 3, cross your feet, come all the way up to stand. Oh, so yes, yes, okay, good. Okay, now, good. Stand at the back of your mat. I'm just gonna adjust my screen. Good. Final exercise in the Pilates work is the push-up. All right, so you're standing at the back of your mat. Good, I'm gonna adjust a little bit more so you can fully see. Your heels are together in your Pilates stance, but just like kind of like a first position in ballet. You're gonna be really grounding through the toes. So your arms are gonna float right up to the ceiling. Now, instead of a flat back like you would do in yoga and your vinyasa, I want you to try to connect your shoulders and you're gonna round from the crown of the head. So you would go head, neck, shoulders, all the way forward towards the floor. If you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees. Now from here, gracefully in 4 walks, we walk forward into plank. 1, 2, 3, arrive by 4. Now, I'd rather see you hold the plank beautifully than give me some really crazy push-ups. But if you want to try, you can always modify with your knees. Your elbows are going to angle towards the back diagonal. 1, exhale, press. And again, bending down 2, lift your belly up, keep your necks long, and press. Keep your cores in. And again, 3. Good, lift your heads, guys. Press. Now you lift your hips like a down dog, the heels are together. And from here, you're gonna walk your hands back gracefully. 1, 2, 3, head releases. Spread the toes. Now engage your hamstrings and your core as you slowly roll up. Let your head release. Actively, you're gonna lift your arms to the ceiling. And you're gonna open the chest without dumping into your back. So lift and just open the collarbones up. Let's go one more time. Arms lift to the ceiling. Pull the ribs into the front. Exhale, curl forward, all the way down. The neck release, but still engaging your back of your legs. Hands touch, we walk forward. 1, 2, 3, arrive by 4. From here, we take our 3 push-ups again. Keep your neck long. Inhale, you bend. Exhale, you press, long necks. And again, watch that it doesn't matter how low you go. Protect your neck and shoulders. Pull those abs up. Imagine your stomach is pulling up to your spine. Good, lift the hips. Stretch the heels to the floor. Let your heads go. Walk back. 1, 2, 3. Arrive by 4. Relax your neck. Slowly begin to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms are going to reach forward. Inhaling here. Feel the energy through your body. Exhale, you open. And this arm circle all the way down. Good. Now, final thing before we're done. Coming onto your mat, you can face towards your computer, phone, whatever you're using. I'll step back a little bit so you can see. Now, just the Pilates always wanted you to feel that the work transitions you into life, right? So even though you're on your mat doing the workout, how does it apply to your posture when you go into the real world? So it's always why we finish most of the workouts standing, even if you're using machines. So your soles of your feet are spreading. Good. You're going to inhale to bend your knees over your toes. You're going to press through your heels, engaging the back of your legs, and we're going to find our balance. So your heels are together. You're going to feel those inner thighs zipping up. Good. And it's not going to be the highest, like if you have super flexible feet, your toes are going to be a little bit closer together. Now, can you pull your core in more and slowly lowering down? We go again. Bend the knees over the toes. Doesn't matter how deep, just a nice little bend. Press through the feet. Now, connect this powerhouse up and in, right, as you lift. Feel like the back of your neck could get longer. Good. And we're going to hold this one.
You're gonna lift up a little bit more. Your arms are gonna reach forward. Good. All the way up to the ceiling. Good. And you're gonna open the arms out in your frame. And you're gonna lower the heels and the body all the way down. Good. And you guys are done for the day. Thank you so much for joining.